Hello everyone and welcome to Life Redesigned for those of you stopping by for the very first time on this July 4th edition. Allow us to introduce ourselves. I'm Bob.
I'm Carrie.
And in 2022, Carrie, tell the audience what we did.
We sold everything. Our house, my car, the boat. We sold everything. We have nothing in storage. Friend's house. It's everything that we own right now is inside a Humphrey here.
And that not only is the truth, but there's definitely nothing hiding in Jeremy and Amanda's basement out there in Mississippi or wherever they are at the moment. But if you want to check out a great RV channel all about reviews, check out J&A Reviews. They are part of our Full Circle partnership. And if you want to know about other channels, hit our homepage. We have links to some of those right there. But this video is not about Jeremy and Amanda and all the stuff that they're hiding for us or not hiding for us. This is all about the 9 huge lies video that we made about a year ago, and everybody's saying, hey, there are more lies going out. You just need to look hard enough because, well, they're right in front of you. They're everywhere because right now drama on YouTube is at an all-time high, and that's what's getting the clicks. And we, once again, are the truth setters, and we will share with you what those lies are. And this year they're kind of a little bit different. So starting with number 1, it never fails, Carrie. Whenever we put out a video about RV resorts, 1,000 trails, am I talking with my hands again? Or whatever way of camping we are doing at that particular point, there's always somebody gung-ho in the comments telling us we are wrong because the number 1 lie is...
Boondockers are the best.
Boondockers seem to know everything. Well, at least the ones that leave comments. In fact, none of the ones we met on the road were this bad, but all the ones that leave the comments that say that you're not truly camping unless you're free out there on BLM land in the middle of the desert somewhere with your $12,000 worth of solar panels and, you know, water for 3 or 4 days, and then you have to go get more water. And I don't understand how all this works, but we've done the boondocking thing, but we enjoy the comfort right here of an RV resort. And those of you wondering where we are in Conway, South Carolina. We are at Crooked Oaks RV Park, and we're having a good time. And one of the things about us and our lifestyle and what we preach on YouTube is that we don't care how you do this, but the reality is to do what?
Just do it.
Just get out there and do it.
Just
we don't
do it.
care if you're in a brand new camper like us. We don't care if you're the rental unit next door to us. We don't care if you're in the back of a 1980 Subaru Brat and just you and the stars in the sleeping bag. It doesn't matter to us. We just want you out there because that's what this community really is about. This is no longer all about whose is bigger. Okay, this is about getting out there and being part of something bigger than yourselves. And camping and RV living is right now probably at an all-time high with people who are having fun. And that's why you're seeing all the drama, because it's confusing all those people who are just miserable being by themselves. All right, Carrie, that leads us to the second biggest lie that we hear, which is?
You are living free.
Okay, let me tell you something. Now, we've covered this before, and you can go back through the archives. You can check out our budget videos, that there is nothing free about this lifestyle, and I don't care. We'll go back to point 1, whether you're a boondocker or whether you're just like us, you are spending money to enjoy this freedom. That comes in the form of whether all that solar that you so proudly exclaim that runs your AC, or you're spending $1,500 a month like we are right here in this RV park in South Carolina. This lifestyle can be as cheap or as expensive as you want it to be, right? We know people that don't mind sweating, and they'll just pay $600 a month to stay somewhere else. It is all about how you choose to do this lifestyle. But I can tell you that from doing this for 2 years straight, there is nothing, and I mean
nothing,
that is free about this lifestyle.
No.
With the exception of, we have met some tremendous people just all over the country that, well, we met for free. That was it. But I do got to say that every once in a while you do meet somebody, hello Pete and hello Jen, that will travel from Georgia to Florida to hang out with, and will stay at a hotel that will cost us about $300 a night because you made that friendship that we thought was free, but it ended up costing me money. I'm still upset about spending money. And all joking aside, those friendships that we have made on the road have been some of the most freeing moments that we've had. But as far as financials, there's nothing about this lifestyle that's free. Now, welcome to Bath Time with Bob and Carrie. This is going to cover number 3, which is
making reservations months in advance.
Now, as you can tell, we are in a bathhouse. Why are we in the bathhouse? Because we've never been in the bathhouse here. And this is a perfect example of being in an RV park that we normally wouldn't have been into, but because we are in a heavy tourist area near Myrtle Beach, everything was full for 4th of July. So we are in Conway. And that's one of the things that you learn is that if you're in a heavy tourist area, right, you have to book out months in advance. That's the way it goes. But you learn to pivot. You don't need to book anywhere because you have the ability to go anywhere. And if you don't like Conway, this brand new RV park, you can go right up the road to Lake City. They have openings. You can go right up to North Carolina. They have openings. You can go wherever you want because you are no longer tied to a cord. And that's a great feeling. First year, we had a hard time not booking reservations 6 months out. Once we learn to let go and live just simply and have fun with it, well, we're experiencing more places and having more fun, just like we are in this shower stall.
Should I turn it on?
No, you shouldn't. And that concludes Bath Time with Bob and Carrie.
And that brings us to our next one. Tons of community. What are you doing?
I'm getting in a splash pool because apparently now you and I will actually be the same height. And Carrie does bring up a good point. And that is tons of community. As you can see, we are surrounded by thousands of people in a heavily busy RV park. Well, no, that's actually not the truth because look, it's wide open. You are going to have just about as much fun or as much community as you want to have. And that's a great thing about this lifestyle is that when we want to be left alone, we can be left alone to goof around and do things like this. And that's an awesome thing. But people telling us all the time, as Carrie goes running away, that there's going to be tons of community, tons of people that always want to play at games, they always want to do things, and we find that to not really be true, because a lot of people are just like us, they just want to live and have fun at places like this. You agree with that?
I agree with that.
All right.
All right. Another big lie is you need all this crap, like you need the snap pads, you need that $1,800 mattress. Oh my God.
Did you talk about stuff you don't need already?
I did snap pads and
I'm like a superhero.
and mattress, jeez.
When it comes to things you don't need, we love to call this out all the time. If you were happy with that specialized RV mattress or that
$1,700 thing.
That rubber booty for the bottom of your stabilizers.
Stupid.
We say enjoy it. However, we like to say that those are things that you don't need. You've just been conditioned that you may want. Now I'll tell you, as much as out of breath as I am from that slide, I haven't been down a slide in about 40 years. This is more fun than you'll ever get from all that crap that people peddle across the internet. And we like to do honest reviews of products whenever something comes across our desk, but we'll never once tell you that you need something because, well, that's what this lifestyle is supposed to be about. Letting go, having fun, doing something different. You go down a slide once or two, let's see your snap pad do that.
So this one irritates me to no end. So this lie is like, it's ridiculous, right? To say that this is just a fad. What are you doing?
Oh, someone said fad. I'm assuming we were talking about
right
pickleball.
in my ear. No.
We hear this constantly, that RV life and full-time RV living is just a fad. Well, I've always said to people, well, if that's a fad, so are blue jeans, because they've been around since the 1700s or something like that.
Long time.
And if you're not a big fan of denim, well, then you still wore it somewhere along the lines, and that's the point that we're trying to make. We meet people all the time that have been doing this living way before YouTube. They'll do it way after YouTube is just another MySpace. They'll do it just because they love this lifestyle. Calling it a fad is probably one of the longest running fads that we've seen, because again,
so
we've met people all the time that have been doing this 30, 40 years, being on the road and just having fun. When we talk about fads, I'll look at pickleball.
Beanie Babies were a fad.
Pickleball, I'll tell you right now, this is a big thing right now, big trend, pickleball, right?
Yay.
We're pickleballers ourselves, but we'll tell you right now, RV life will outlast pickleball well until we're all gone and done. Take that to the bank. Fad my ass.
Where did he go?
So,
What are you doing?
oh, I was taking,
My God, he's got so much to do.
and here I am just goofing off.
Yeah,
because that's going to
hello?
bring us right up to our next biggest lie, and that is the constant maintenance that you're going to have to do with your RV. Oh boy, now we hear this all the time because, well, apparently that's just a thing on YouTube, that you're just going to be strapped to a caulk gun and you're never going to be able to leave that RV because you're going to be constantly maintaining things. There's always something that you have to maintain. There's always bearings that need to be repacked. There's always caulk that needs to be replaced. There's always that screw, you know, that one screw that doesn't, come on, really? I'm telling you right now that since we sold the house and we went full time, I spend more time doing that than I ever did, period, in the first 30 years of our marriage.
True.
We bought the right RV at the right time and we've had fun. Yes, there is maintenance that needs to be done periodically, but it is not this daily chore that everybody likes to make it out on YouTube for clicks. I understand the instructional videos do well, and we don't do them because everybody else has done them. But I do not live by a caulk gun. I do not live by a screw gun. I only live by the screw that she turns to tell me that I got to do something. And even then, sometimes I don't listen. How do you feel about this maintenance thing? You see all this maintenance? Are you doing maintenance all the time while I'm resting on the pool?
It's all full of shishi.
That is a good point. All right, Carrie, that brings us up to, I think, our last big lie for the 2024 season, and that is what?
RVs are made badly, like,
And that is all about views and all about clicks. And the newest trend as I get off this swing, what we're seeing around the RV community is big numbers if you come out and denounce your brand of RV because, well, nobody, again, as I mentioned earlier, wants to take responsibility for owner or operator error. Now, yes, there are things that happen in the RV builds themselves. If built by predominantly humans, things happen, mistakes are made. That's what your warranty and your pre-purchase inspection is. A lot of these people, what they failed to mention is that they did not get a pre-inspection. They jumped into the lifestyle too fast and they jumped in without any knowledge. All it takes is a little bit of looking around just randomly, Facebook or Reddit, just to see how many people ask very basic questions after purchasing their RV, such as, do I need to put air in my tires? How often should I drain that gray tank? How often should I close that black tank? I've got the poo pyramid, you know it, it's been there. And then when all else fails, they blame the manufacturers because the poo didn't go down the tube because they didn't use enough water. Because it is easier nowadays to blame the big conglomerates than it is to take individual ownership for your problems. Now, if you have an RV that's been subject to some problems, we feel for you. That does happen, and we're not going to sit here and tell you that it doesn't. But we can tell you it does not happen to the degree that people such as these big channels that come out because they find huge views in saying that the RV life is horrible because of these bad RVs. Keep in mind that most of these channels that are denouncing the big RVs were once part of the community that they gave up because of the natural cycle of life. If you spent 5 years on the road and you want to come off the road, be quiet, move your channel into, I don't know, go into IKEA once a week. But don't sit there and denounce the whole industry as a whole because you have nothing to do from your house taking care of your grandkids. That is a you problem, not a community problem. And by highlighting nonsense for clicks, you're actually doing a disservice to the actual viewers that made you live amazing. And that is no joke. Now, what isn't a joke is that we want to take the time to say thank you to any military man or woman who has served defending this country. This is what the 4th of July is really all about, is about you. And there's no joke, no lie. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we want to sincerely say from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for your service. There is no country better than this country, hands down, and we owe that freedom and that right to say that to each and every one of you. Now, just like you didn't quit on this country, we won't quit on you. We will be here for you each and every week, bringing you more of the truth to real RV life. No jokes, no gimmicks, folks, just reality. We thank you for stopping by. We hope you are living your best life. Until next time, I am Bob.
I'm Carrie.
And this has been
Life Redesigned.